We all have to praise God for this day, how we could come together and celebrate in this manner, inaugurating the Dimapur Municipal Council new office. When I look at our councillors throughout the state, where 25th ULB election conducted, the success story, the peaceful conduct of election, and the members elected who has integrity and have a lot of experience. The youngsters, highly educated, professional, and very anxious to help and work for their community. Particularly Dimapur, you have a mixture of seniors, experienced people. You have first time and new faces who are highly educated, also experienced. I have a huge and I have a lot of expectation from all of you as the citizens of Nagaland and Dimapur in particular. Your commitment to serve our people will start seriously from today with this new office. As mentioned by the previous speakers, our journey to accomplish this moment, the urban local bodies, was a giant task, a lot of challenges. We had faced all situations, but by the grace of God and the people's unity and support, we could achieve it. This panchayati and this urban local bodies, ULB, 74th Amendment Act was passed in 2001 and Nagaland adopted in 2002, the Assembly. Now when I took over, the court gave a show cause notice as contempt of court. Why we are not conducting the municipal and town council elections with reservations of 33% of women. And we tried all means, we failed. And so we decided that state will pass its own act after consultation with the civil societies, tribal halls. And meanwhile, for not conducting election with 33% reservation for women, we could not get the grant from the Finance Commission. These 2 decades we had suffered, we lost, and we took a desperate attempt, having consultation with the tribal halls, civil societies, all agencies, and then finally we concluded that we will support. And that was conveyed to the court. But then some groups, they have backed out again. So we face contempt of court. And with desperateness, the state government decided that we'll repeal the central act and pass our own act, which is wrong. We know no state can repeal the central act. And therefore, we immediately got a contempt of court. But finally, when the show cause notice was given to all the tribal leaders, civil society leaders, and they themselves appeared in court. And we had finally agreed. And therefore, we passed an act in the State Assembly to keep 33% reservation and others, taxations and other things will leave it to each and every municipal and town council. So, the Supreme Court was very kind to us. They know our unique situation, our tradition, our customary law. Keep the women reservation, you do what is good for you. And when we finally conducted the election, we got appreciation from the Supreme Court, and also this was splashed in the national papers in front pages. So this success story is a collective effort from the public leaders and the political will that has brought us thus far. Now that we are settled, 25 ULBs are in place. 14 in the eastern region is yet to take place. But government decided and announced also, we will share the funding that has come with them also. Because 15 Finance Award is over from this year. And the 16th Finance Commission will be visiting us. That's why if we leave it out, don't give them money, then we cannot plead in the 16th Finance Commission. That's how we have included them. And for your activities, other things, the state has been trying to help you to establish your offices. And we made a request that all the municipal and town councils, you should have a master plan of your cities and towns. What is possible, you do it. And then all these things should be taken up with the 16th Finance Commission and with the ministry. So now you have to take up the challenges. As you are aware, the system of governance, the elected honorable MLAs who runs the government. Then the second layer is the judiciary. And the third tier is the local bodies. So we have rural local bodies and urban local bodies. Rural local bodies, they call it Panchayati Raj. But since we have a tradition, we are exempted from that Panchayati Raj, 73rd Amendment. In urban local bodies, the 74th Amendment, we are not exempted. Therefore, we have to follow the rule. But we repealed the law, we got a contempt of court, we passed our own act, and the Supreme Court had upheld. Therefore, we are very grateful, and that is possible because of the whole citizens and the leaders who had agreed to take this women reservation. You are aware, recent time, in the cabinet, union cabinet, they had passed a cabinet decision to have one country, one election. And I'm hopeful, I'm quite sure that there will also be women reservation in the parliament and in the assemblies. All these things are happening. We cannot remain stagnant. We have to move with the people. Situation, we are in 21st century. And therefore, our ladies councillors, today I saw in the program, and our women are taking leading part. Chairperson Kelin Sumi, and a vote of thanks to be proposed by Minaro. So we are equally functioning and contributing, and with all this mixture, as mentioned, 33% reservation, but women contested in the open constituency also. 8 women came successful in the open constituency. So now in Nagaland, 37% they are holding, not 33. That is a message that we have to respect our women, and they are equally capable as we are. This privilege of the councillors come with huge responsibilities, as mentioned by all the speakers. Many things to do, including Chairman, EMC. You will have, so now 16 Finance Commission is coming. So we have to give our proposals. We should see that as reasonable, but firmly we should take it up. You are aware, as mentioned, this office, a beautiful office, belongs to Forest Department, but given to either Integrated Business Hub and Innovation Center. So when you when you see the name, it is your temporary office, and we should come up with a very beautiful proposal with our ethnic designs and make a beautiful Dimapur Municipal Council office. For this, state government will support and do all that is necessary. Now, just the other day, the state had released the tight and on-tight fund amounting to rupees 36 crores for all the attend to the most immediately needed. For your road sector, for repair and maintenance, for the smooth flow of traffic, I think you can take it up separately. I had already met the finance minister, I've already met the urban ministry. I put my proposal and they agreed to help us. And so, meanwhile, before even the actual fund come, your immediate requirement, you should propose to the state government. And it should be reasonable. And before the festival seasons come, all our towns should be cleaned up good road and repainting and everything, immediate attention, what should be done, that you have to see. Responsibilities, you have to upkeep your town very clean. For garbage dump site, we have already approved for DMC 10.74 acres, that is already decided, and any day payment will be given. East Dimapur 9.41 acres, all these are decided. And one important thing is, you have to look for 1-2 side of cemetery. This is a miniature India. All tribe and all citizens of different religions are living here. So even after your death, your burial, different systems are taken place. And we have to upgrade also the system. So these things should be your priority. And I feel little uneasy to talk this, but we have to share, because now you are in charge. You are running the administration. Earlier, the past 20 years plus, 2 decades, one administrator, he was looking after the affair of your town and cities. It is impossible. Matashi was talking about syndicates. You cannot handle. That's how you are letting out. And revenues are not coming. I saw revenue 1 year, 22, 23, 21, 22. That year, Dimapur revenue came to more than 14 crores. So you have to build a system how to get revenue. For the entry tax or exit tax, this we will discuss. But inside your town, you can still tax. It is up to decide. But you cannot block the national highway and tax. Now, besides your garbages, dump sites, cleanliness, we have developed one public park next to this building. Those things should be taken over and maintained. And also, people who are, you have so many land, so many properties, but there are so many encroachers. You have to handle this and develop. How can the whole city go to one place and do shopping, marketing? For that there will be huge traffic problem. It should be divided into groups, and there should be marketing area for those colonies, that area, to ease out the traffic. And while we are talking about the under your municipal council, say you have New Market, you have Morgi Party, you have Hong Kong Market, and here and there. But I think it should be spread out also. And I'm worried, Sunday nobody will dispute, but as a municipal body, the councillors, you have to decide. Some shops and hotels should be open, because many travelers are there. This is the transit point. They should have any time want to stay for a night or eat, wash up. All these facilities should be there. And if the whole market shops are closed, it is not only travelers who are coming from outside, but even the locals. I have not seen myself, but many of you will experience. As Christian, we close our shops. All shop closed. And rush to Karbi area without attending Sunday school or respecting the day of rest. The whole family are going to Karbi, do marketing, shopping. What will they think about Naga Christians? So even some market in colonies, it should be open. Otherwise, we will become a mockery and people will talk about our society. Hypocrisies. So it depends on your policies. You have to think to adjust that. How do we handle these issues? We are not against church, we are all Christians, but there should be a system. And therefore, I'm just commenting so that you will have awareness. Now, you have lots of things to do. You have to see your road, as you mentioned, water supply. This is a major issue. Every house, individual house is making wells, bore wells. So that means our water table will go down and will not even get clean water. You see, cities, many cities had closed making ring wells or boring. All our waste go down to the soil. Our sati tanks, our sock pit, it's filtered down, and so it may look clean, but it is not at all hygienic. We have to really plan how to use a good water supply. It is, if you come up with some projects, I think government will be able to do funding. Therefore, this should be thought of from which source it will come. Your sanitation, your beautification, your street light, plan of the city, including all those requirements. When rating of cities and towns come, including all these, even educational institutions, public libraries, all this will come. If you don't have some important items, then your rating will go back. And therefore, I think funding, state government is with you, but any municipal or town council is as expected to find resources, taxations, or create economic activities where it can generate income so that it can sustain its own self. Dimapur is the commercial hub. and feeding the whole Nagaland. And even the transit people, say like Manipur state or even our Karbi neighbors, all these people are depending in Dimapur. So, if Dimapur cannot sustain, then no cities in the hills can sustain. Therefore, I want all of you to take this challenge. With government support, you should make it a vibrant and most livable city in our state. State government, we are with you. And once you settle down, I will come and have a sitting with all the councillors, you call it Darbar, and we'll share your plans. When you are ready, you can invite us. We, the department, will come and discuss how should we approach. Phase-wise, Rome was not built in a day. We have so many dreams, but we have to go phase-wise. And that's how those challenges I throw to you, and I wish all the very best to all the councillors led by Chairman Bukedo and Vice Deputy Chairperson Naro. So, Council will be led by councillors, but all the organizations in the city and the citizens has to give cooperation and support. You cannot blame only the councillors. You throw your dirt, expect the councillors to come and clean. That will not do. Every stakeholder has a responsibility. So let us unite, work together and make Dimapur a better place and Nagaland a prosperous state. Thank you and God bless.